Huh? Oh, there's soundtrack here. There's always a lighthouse, isn't there? And a lighthouse, and a lighthouse, and a lighthouse. Oh, look at that. Now, I would imagine that this is probably bigger on the inside than it seems from the outside, and if that holds true for all these other islands, well, each one is a hidden world, kind of like stars in the sky, huh? Oh, this is beautiful. Hello, everyone, and welcome back once again to Gary's Mod. And today, the map we're going to be exploring is GM Floating Isles. This is by Quantum Dylan, who also made some other maps I've explored in the past, such as After Hours and Places from Film. These places tend to be sort of an abstract art gallery of locations, and I can't wait to get exploring. This has been highly recommended for a while now, and I can't believe I'm only just getting to it. Let's have a look around before we enter this lighthouse. Can you imagine the light rays that must be getting cast inside there? Those windows all face the sunrise or sunset, whichever the case may be. Nothing much over here, but I can see the stairs going upward. Look, it's got its own porch and everything. I can't tell if this is a lighthouse or some high-end luxury house. Let's get inside and find out, shall we? I just cannot get over this view. Are you kidding me? It may look fancy, but the inside is concrete and bare. Although that lighting certainly behaves as I had hoped. Look at that, ooh. There's even a little pit to sit in down here. Away from the blinding light. It's like watching the sunset in dark mode. If only, right? Look at this, that is so cool. I love this like zipper pattern when it comes to floor levels, where there's not just floors stacked on top of each other, but sort of intermixed with each other, half and half. Also, these stairs are clipped. Okay, good. It does not seem like we can slip through. I was really nervous about that. You think there's somebody staring back from the slats in any of these lighthouses? It's such a lonely feeling walking in the dark here, the light piercing in from outside. But only a little, and only to serve to show us what it is we're separated from. I can no longer hear the music, just the seabirds and the wind. This map is absolutely gorgeous already. Look, this place has even got its own food court, complete with a little statue, a fountain. Imagine you're sitting here with your fries. You can see the food, but not each other. Perfect for conversation. I don't know what I'm talking about, but there's light up there as well. Not even sunlight, but some light source within. Is there any way for us to get up there? Interact with this, maybe? No? I was kind of counting on there being something up here. Is there something I've missed? I don't see what I could have. Where do I go from here? There's a button on the wall here. Okay, we found a secret basement in this lighthouse on an island in the middle of nowhere. Wonder if each one has a secret basement. Maybe they all meet in the middle, secret tunnels connecting them. Nothing seemed to be amiss up there, but now I'm hearing something else. Huh. The music is quite the contrast with these darkened basement environments. Oh, that is a lot of space down there. Some kind of cistern? Oh, who am I kidding? This place is surreal. It does not have to make any such sense. Look at that! Deployable stairs! That's wild, but there's still more to be seen. Maybe I shouldn't be going down all that way yet. Now on the workshop page, the creator says that much like their previous maps, this is all going to be very interconnected. And maybe just a little bit spooky while we're at it. You know, I don't know if it's deliberate or not, but the soundtrack seems to come and go exactly as needed. I'm not super worried about copyright because that was not an issue in this creator's previous maps. They actually made a lot of things themselves. Very multi-talented, and it definitely comes in handy in their work. Now, just what is it that we could possibly be looking at? We went down, we've traveled a fair ways, and we know that we're in the middle of the water. Wait. Something doesn't feel right. Like, geometrically doesn't feel right. I guess let's just grab the closest thing and see where we go. Gotta climb the ladder to go deeper still. Right to here. Well, I guess that answers one question, while raising several others. Huh. This basement is like a dungeon that connects different areas. A maze that brings us onto something that doesn't match aesthetically with anything we've seen so far. And which, once again, is a lot spookier for being so well hidden. It's weird. This whole place exists in a surreal state out of reality. But imperfections like this, which I've only just realized are held up by nothing. It's like this place really is exactly as frozen in time as it already felt. Oh my god, stop that. Oh, I'd be rich if I had a nickel for every time I've stepped on a fallen ceiling tile and gotten scared by the dragging noise. Also, that's a very 3D ceiling you've got up there. Man, and what were drop ceilings invented for if not to peek down creepily from? Back out into the dungeon. Train tracks. See, here it is. Here's the tunnels that connect all the lighthouses. And doing it in style also. Here's also the stairs that connect this place. So there is some consistency between these areas, even if the way they're laid out, that same zipper pattern that I talked about in the tower, makes it very difficult to understand where you are with relation to anything else at any given moment. Oh no. Oh. Dark abandoned train station, just great. That is so creepy, and it's only now that I have to wonder out loud, why don't more maps take advantage of flickering lights in that fashion? Audible flickering lights. My default reaction there was freeze. Thank you, gate. I didn't realize I'd be able to open you. These ceilings are impossibly high, and with the walls already being so dark, even my flashlight can only do so much. Stall inspection. Hope you have your papers ready. That is a mighty big stall. And they'll close automatically, so we can't leave them open as a breadcrumb trail. Alright, now let's face the mirrors. What the heck is going on here? What the heck is going on here? It's most of them. There's only one that I actually show up in. There we go. Now, how will we test such a thing? No reflection there. Yeah, that's what I thought. These aren't mirrors, they're windows. Well, this one's a mirror. Alan, you seem confused. Oh, that's right, I forgot. You follow where my hand is pointing. I'm like one of those cat clocks. Oh, good. That's actually a significant load off. These are American bathroom stalls, so I can see through the massive 10-foot gap. There we go. Let's make sure we're topped off. Whoa. Oh, the architecture in this is so cool. Look at that. It lets just enough sunlight pour in, although it feels like we should have gone down much too far for that to be the surface. That is absolute pitch darkness. I'm just going to let myself wander and assume that this will all come together sooner or later. From the descriptions, I'm not expecting this to be as big as some of their previous maps, but as you can see, it's already not small by any means, although you could easily get the impression there. The impression that it is quite small if you never find that button. Can you chain all those together? I mean, I'm doing it. Oh no. Those arrows point the way to this exit. So perhaps I should be going the opposite way then? I haven't followed anything. Within the larger maze, there's smaller maze segments. I don't know why that's creeping me out so much. Wait. Wait. Something's not right here. Oh no, there we go. I got turned around. Dead end. This makes me really uncomfortable. For just a brief moment when we entered, I could hear city noises. There's a light down that way. Maybe it's not city noises, maybe it's just sea wind. But the fact that it's indistinguishable makes it no less unnerving. Especially in a location like this. Ooh. Yeah, once again, how far to surface is a question with an inconsistent answer. Hey, it's the waiting room before the water will see you. Here, enjoy some artificial light before you can indulge in the real stuff. Look at the size of that splash and ripple. Do you hear that? I keep hearing something weird. Like just the very beginning, the first smidge of a vocalization in my ear. That's really weird. Also, look at these lights. There's like a glowing bulb contained within a larger glass case. And back into another maze. Ooh. Look at that. This feels like one of those old arena shooters, you know? Like, after you've fallen out of the arena, but somehow haven't died and respawned. Huh. Well, great music for a dive. Okay, had to check if there was any kind of secret door down there. You know how it is. If you're not looking for secrets, you're not doing much. So, what happened to me right there was I had mistaken the water falling for that same scrape that the ceiling tile made earlier. Seems like this is truly not a dead end. Huh, look at that. A glow pool. I find myself oddly drawn to it. Oof. It's like the whole floor of this pool is a light panel. And what is that hypnotic rhythm of pillars back there? And what is that hypnotic ball of energy? Huh, it's like an atom. And it somehow acts as a greater light source than the sun pouring in from above. Although, being so close to the sky definitely helps its angelic nature. The thing about any underground map is that I would give anything to see the sky after a while, and it seems this time that we've crossed that threshold fairly quickly. One cursed thing about Garry's Mod VR is there's only so much I can lean over the edge. I can, however, see that there's things down here, unless... Wait. That's where I came from! Wait, how... At what point did I go up? You're doing some shenanigans here, aren't you? You just couldn't get enough of that teleporting street on the last map, and now you have to show off. Look at that. The carving is in a wedge shape. Creates kind of an optical illusion alongside the light and shadows. Oops, sorry, that wasn't my flashlight, that was my gun. Don't want to get those mixed up. Can I just switch through here? We have to come through here to get to that. Honestly, the biggest triumph of this map so far is just the strange angular architecture and the way it interacts with the lighting. Because it's all about those angles. All right. Oh. All right, let's go. I mean, it's stuff like that that separates it from all the 1,000,001 series of concrete boxes that flood the workshop. Because even an area that's supposed to be completely brutalist in nature can still look cool doing it. If anything, that's the thing about brutalism. It's the contrast between the very Spartan utilitarian setup and the use of the architecture to provide some flair and nothing else. No facades, no ornaments, just the building. This hallway is giving me flashbacks to a particular hallway in Control. Okay, this feels like a teleport pad. Or an elevator. Elevator works too. That was a really funny little thunk after the grinding sound of that thing sliding concrete on concrete. We're straight back here. Huh. I wonder if we would have actually been able to use this if we had reached here first. Well, we're here now. You can look down on the rats in the maze from up here. It's interesting what a harsh distinction this map draws between artificial and natural light. Best demonstrated right here. And we spend far more time looking at that light falling through windows than we do actually staring up at the sky that it comes from. Funny how none of this could be seen from our little perch in the water. Who's up for a leap of faith? Cowabunga! So, does the leap of faith cover anything that can happen to you on your way down, or just the landing? Because it makes a big difference. Literally how? Oh, and we've lost our jump. This is a different room. Whoa, what is happening to my performance right here? I should have known. I should have known. I always talk about how I felt something load and nothing ever happens. This time I got the mother of all loading pains, but I've been conditioned to disregard it. Well, I've learned my lesson, I tell you what. Or have I? Because right now I'm choosing light over safety Glock. While everything is screaming at me to turn back. Oh, I have a video to make. You need to be able to see. One could get so caught up in this, they don't even notice that the ambient sounds have cut out. That may not have been a scare, but yes, it was. Yeah. Yeah. So what do we do now? What do we do now? It was always here. We can go back if we want. That was wild. That was a surprisingly creepy segment, and it went off without a single jump scare. Okay, if we come back here, this leads to here. The thing is, sure, there's arrows, but there's multiple arrows pointing multiple different ways. And some of them lead us right back in. Here's where you watch the rat race. Some concerningly dark hallways that take a while before my light does anything to them. Oh, there's just weirdness abound here. And I cannot wait to get out of this maze. I think I should be heading back down the tracks now, if at all possible. I could have sworn I just saw a shadow move up there, but let's not dwell on it. Goodbye, creepy bathroom. Looks like my train has arrived. Should I be concerned about that? I mean, this kind of feels like I'm climbing into the back of an unmarked van. To be fair, sometimes they have candy. Now this has got service. A little concerning that the doors closed after the train car was already in motion. And then, oh! Oh my god, hang on, nope, catch up. Oh, there's no way I can ride this thing. Should have brought my magnet boots. Wait. You're not bringing me to the station, you're just stopping right at the end in the tunnel. Whoa! Never mind, you were just waiting for me to catch up.
Now arriving. Platform B.
And I can see there's another one further down. Alright, let's mind the gap. And see what's here at Platform B. A very intriguing gate, for one thing. Didn't know they had vending machines in Castle Wolfenstein. More flickering lights. Splendid. There is somebody there. Hang on. But I can't open. No, it's like we're on a city street. We are so tantalizingly close to connection. And we just can't make it happen unless... Hang on, I'm going to try and get this guy's attention. A bullet whizzing just past his head is going to create such a sharp sound, he'll have to turn around. Unfortunately, the glass is bulletproof too. I was going to do a whole bit where the bullet penetrates and kills him. Right. Arc VR weapons can do that, you know? Once more, it falls weirdly silent. Something weird just happened to me. I guess we'll see the consequences of that soon enough. In fact, I think we're already seeing the consequences of that. Never mind, I was really thinking that was going to be an infinite staircase. Anybody just hear a thunk sound like a basketball bouncing? What's the other way? This looks nice. Oh. Yep. Haha, stupid door. Oh. Oh. Should I be breathing the air here? It seems like this place was never properly abated. Locked. Oh no. Oh no, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing, and maybe we want to save that for a little later. I'm starting to see some similarities in architecture now that you point it out. Yeah. Maybe there's some organization who already knows about this place. Somebody who wouldn't be happy about me rummaging around in it. This may be one of the nicer areas, or at least the lighthouses may have been one of the nicer areas of the astral plane. Well, this just feels redundant now. What is this thing? So this is where Surreal Gary's mod maps come from, one piece at a time. They're hatched from concrete eggs. Huh. That is so weird. I love that it's placed under lights, as if this place could be any more well lit. Alright, let's go. But we just come out right over here. That looks familiar. Wait, have we been here already? Couldn't be. It's a dead end. This place isn't that confusing, but somehow it's still thrown me for a loop. Sounds like the train is still getting up to shenanigans. Yeah, for those who don't know, that was a really cool reference to Control. It's weird to hear you getting up to stuff when I'm not here, you know that? Maybe I'll try that again in flat screen to see if anything occurs. There's a dark tunnel down there now. Unless... There you go. Huh, it's like it speaks through the light splashing. That's its messaging system. Yep. Once again, we're gonna be flung to the back. Derp. We just gotta stay. I don't think we're gonna be thrown out. I swear I just felt a tap on my arm. That is so weird how it just ends in a solid wall, where it looks like a tunnel once existed, even bisects the tracks. This is the oldest and most vandalized section. And in fact, it seems we shouldn't be here at all. Okay. Well, instead of riding this back, I think I could use a walk down the tracks. Oh god. That also feels like that thing's going to start moving at any time. Nowhere to hide here, though. That thing is the exact width of the entire tunnel. But this is oddly just a bit faster. Oh, that's right. Yeah, still nuts to me that this is a thing. That you're actually meant to walk as a pedestrian across the tracks. Let's keep going deeper then, shall we? Odd to think that there's deeper. I wonder if we'll still see sunlight down here as justifying that becomes increasingly difficult. An elevator, huh? Whoa. Good to see there's some kind of safety mechanism installed here. All that way down just to come right back up? We're seeing similar architecture to the lighthouse itself now. And in fact, here we are! Yes, we're in that little bubble that we couldn't get to before! Oh, the connectivity in this. And that's actually something that this creator emphasizes both on this workshop page and the one for their previous map. Connectivity. The association from one space to another, and how it's not always what you'd expect. I've said before that map making is almost therapeutic to me, and one of the most fun things in map making is deciding which areas to connect and how. This had to be a lot of fun to make in that way. But now we're heading back down. That is a really long commute to get to your upstairs observation deck. Ooh. I actually felt my legs wobble out from under me a bit there. That was crazy. Let's go further down then. We literally just went all the way from the deepest we've been all the way to the highest. Wait, what? Didn't I? What? That shouldn't be possible, right? Yeah. There's you. There's you. Oh, let's find out what shenanigan this is. And there's the shenanigan. But there is still a little bit more to see, I think. There's still those other hallways, but we've got to walk down the uncomfortable... My God, it got me again. Are you kidding me? We've got to walk down this to get there. I really like this. It has its use of scares, but it's exploration first and foremost. Not only does that mean that they land more because they're so few and far between, but also gives you kind of time to breathe, to know that they can come, but it's only going to be every so often, and most things won't result in one. Keeps you on edge, which is where you want to be. More than the experience of the scares, you'll remember awaiting them. They got me again. All stairs like this lead to here. Alright, back through here. Which way should we go first? How about this? It's immediately on our left. Another ladder. Well, there's some vertigo. I'm gonna not stand on this. Looks nice. What else we got? This hallway that looks very familiar. Yeah. 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 Oh, the amount of funny business on this map. The sheer amount of funny business. Was this hallway even here before? Well, I guess it doesn't matter now. Even completely different sides of this, completely different branches are interconnected. Look at that. A series of bridges built into a hallway. One of those images that you don't even think about how strange it is until you're forced to actually examine it. Why does this make me feel like I'm a small child walking down the hallways of my family home at night? Except my family home takes the form of an office building. Yeah, 'cause that makes sense. Oh, wait, no. We came out all the way over here. Well, thank you for useful transportation. It's just what I wanted, actually. Unless, wait. Wait. Funny business. Even here, there's funny business. Everywhere I look, there's just funny business. And there's more down here. And down here. This is inviting. But look at that. But the most natural looking lighting so far is not. Curious and nervous. You always got to be ready. You never know. Wait. A bridge over the bridge. Layered on top of itself. Wait. Have we been to this particular one before? I don't think so, but that doesn't mean much. Well, we've been here. Yeah, no. Are they always here, or do they only appear when we go through them in one direction? I honestly can't tell. Well, at least we know where this tunnel goes. That is wild. You can't possibly make sense of how all this connects, because I'm certain at this point that it is making liberal use of teleports. They're absolutely everywhere. They even gave 2 entrances to this one to exacerbate the weirdness. Just so I'm clear, if I enter one of these side areas, will it have a similar result? Yep, it very clearly will. By the way, if you're noticing that I'm turning weirdly, it's because you can't physically turn too much in one direction too many times because it messes up the cable for the headset. But let's have a look. This dip in the middle. And one hallway still to see. Opposite and inverted in color from the previous one. Nice. Federal Bureau of Control notice. Oceanview Motel and Casino entry point. Catalyst light switch. The law of 3 applies. My God. It actually works. That is so cool. That is so cool. Elster is gonna love this. No. No. And no. motel in the middle of truly nowhere. Oh my god, you did it again. Thank you. That door is open. As is that one. Huh, what's on the tube? Horror Baby? Horror Baby, you got that gig in a Night Springs episode. I am so happy for you. Oh, that is awesome. Good to see my friends making it. No. Oh my god. Something just fell in my room right at that moment. That was crazy. I'm actually getting messed with in real life a lot doing this one. Look at this. Look at this. That is so cool. Oh, I love this map. And not just for this. This whole thing is just awesome. From the little references that still work even if you don't get them, to the architecture and lighting and the way those things interact with each other. The way those teleports disorient you, but not in such a way as to make it feel overwhelming, rather to make it really... Darwin, Horror Baby, you're both here! You know, it's cool because this is actually kind of what I tried to do with the comfy room on the Macy State map. And everyone's here. I love this. I love this so much because it's a map that appreciates the creepy and comfy. It's a map that appreciates observation and interpretation. I bet this is more photography by the creator. In fact, I think I actually recognize this one here. So cool. Just absolutely so cool. Even has these tall, tall shelves, necessitating the use of those cool ladder stool things. Well, let's see if we can open up any more doors. Find a way out of here. When one closes, another opens. This one's watching the same show. Well, who can blame them? Night Springs is really popular and really good. And another. More of the same. Each one has that teddy bear as well. That one didn't get us anything new. But what about this door at the end of the hall? No? And we're just right back to the beginning. Huh, I can't seem to pull the switch again. Well, look, the odd one out is the middle room, right? So if we go to the middle room, it's dark in here. I believe in Control, wasn't there a puzzle where you had to get the rooms to match by rearranging objects? None of this stuff picks up. I've tried, but can we use the light? We can. Did that do something? No? Otherwise, everything should be the exact same, should it not? Unless it's meant to be the other way around. Nope, we cannot turn off these lights. So what is it then? It's definitely something to do with that. It's gotta be. Yeah, now that actually caught my eye coming in here, that you're like really far from the TV. Just because it took a moment for me to even see you. I thought you weren't there at first. So... for some reason that feels different to me. For some reason that feels different to me. You're definitely closer. Yeah, no, room 3, you're closer. And you slide over. Yes, there we go. All right, is there anything else about you? In control, those doors would be the ones with the symbols on them. So let's get Glock ready. Oh no. Think we got an AWE on our hands. No way! Look at this! It's the writer's room! That is so cool! And here's the credits. I mean, I suppose the developers are kind of like the writers, right? Look at that. Thanks for playing my map. I've got a couple other maps in the works right now, too. Tried to make this map sort of smaller. Failed miserably. Yep, that's the way it is. There's just always something new to add. Oh my god, I just realized you're actually a corpse. And as is source tradition, there's the map being worked on. Oh, man, this is exactly as meta as I've come to expect from your writing, Alan. And there's a screen as well. A screen watching the uncomfortable locker room. Whoever was here saw me enter. Look at that, the flickering in the hallway, the dull blue light cast through the beams. Like the architecture, the lighting, the little shout out, and this, the big shout outs to the Remedyverse, it is just so out of nowhere. And what's even cooler about all this is how small it can seem at a glance. If you don't notice that one little button that blends right in with the wall it's attached to, for all you know, it's just a scenic, cozy map about a lighthouse. But there's so many levels deeper you can go. You can just feel the just one more thing approach that the development of this map took, and it just means the whole thing is dripping with enthusiasm. Every area inspired by the area that came before it. You know what would be cool right here? Well, let's do it. It's just so much fun. Like when I was 5 years old and couldn't stop adding onto drawings, would make these crazy complex things. And being so crazy complex, now would be a great time for a no-clip run, wouldn't it? Oh, hey, we found the Night Springs episode. I'm sorry, I don't want to interrupt you on set. Look at all this. Ooh. The darkness beyond the window of the comfy room actually has a message. What does it say? Shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that! My God! Yeah. Okay. I'm going. God. And now you're doing the thing where you teleport me every which way, which is, I guess, the sign that we're done. We're done here. Alan Wake 2 and your JPEG jump scares. Here we are now. What even is this? I guess we're not going to dwell on it. When this video started and you were looking at all this, did you think that any of this would happen? I didn't think that any of this would happen. And if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this map out for yourself, that link will also be in the description. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one. I really had no idea what was in this thing. You know what? Screw it. Let's try to do a no-clip run. Okay. We're all right so far. Oh, that's got to be the maze down there. And what are you over there? You're just a branching part of the maze. Oh no. Yeah, you're where that scare happened. Very small scares throughout, but effective in their implementation. And one very, very big one for trying to no-clip. Ooh. And whatever this is over here. Hidden kitty room. God, imagine if they hit me again. Trigger. What sort of trigger? So you're the one that controls the trains and the lights. Of course. There's nothing cuter than a cat in a conductor's hat. That is so cool how we can still see the skybox, that endless sea of lighthouses, from here. And it's bizarre how close this is to everything. I knew I'd find you eventually. Absolutely crazy. And, you know, true to their word, this actually isn't as big as some of the other maps they've done. It's just objectively huge and only less colossal by comparison. But hey, what's wrong with by comparison? I already did my outro back when I was terrified of going into no-clip again. But there is one more thing I want to add, which is that the creator has actually posted a 1-hour-long commentary on their channel about the making of this map, and a tutorial on how to get through and look at all the secrets and stuff. I haven't watched it, but if you want to, that will also be the link in the description. In the meantime, I've already given my outro, so we might as well just end on one heck of a view. Oh my god, an ocean view.